Hi everyone, this is Helloangel.design. Today we are going to be making puff sleeve. It's a step-by-step tutorial. I have promised us a while back that I will show you guys how to make puff sleeve. Please subscribe to our YouTube. Comment down below if you have any question. If our tutorial is helpful, thumbs up so that YouTube can push us out to the algorithm. This pattern paper that we are making today, we are going to be making a dress next week, because if I adjust pattern paper and then we are making a dress, the tutorial will be very long. I have noticed that a lot of you don't watch our video to the end because it is long, because why we always give more details. So today we are just adjusting the pattern. We are not making any dress. Next week we'll come back here and make the dress. Stay tuned and let's make this pattern together. First thing that you have to do, you grab your basic pattern paper, because this puff sleeve that we are making, you need your basic pattern paper. If you don't know how to make a sleeve pattern paper, I would recommend that you should go and watch my video on how to make a basic sleeve pattern paper. And if you don't know how to adjust the armhole right here, and I will also recommend that you should go and watch my video on how to adjust the armhole right here, so that when the child put the dress on, it's easy for the child to move a hand back and forth. There are sometimes you buy a dress and you want to raise your hand and it's very tight at the armhole. So you need that little adjustment for the armhole. I would recommend that you should go and watch my previous video. So as you can see right here, I have add all my 1 centimeter seam allowance at the pattern, and at the bottom I add 2 centimeter seam allowance. And I want to mention that it doesn't really matter if you add seam allowance on your pattern before adjusting it, or you can also adjust your pattern paper before you add seam allowance. Both ways are very perfect. So grab your basic pattern paper, pin it on a different paper, trace it all out, and let's adjust this pattern. I have traced my pattern paper out. This is how it is. So what we are going to do, we are going to slice the pattern paper. So the way I would do it, I will just fold the pattern paper into 2, and then I will fold it again so that that crease will show me where I am going to cut. So when you open it, you have 4 pieces. So what you're going to do, you can take your ruler or your measuring tape, just connect all these marks together and slice it out. I have cut out the pattern. This is how it is, and I numbered the pattern number 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have a different paper at the bottom right here, and I give it a mark so that when I place in my pattern paper, they are in a straight line. So what I'm going to do, I am going to place number 1 right here, and I will take my tape and I will tape it down. I have taped number 1 down. So what you are going to do, you are going to add a little bit of measurement. You can either add 2 centimeter, or you can add 1 centimeter, or 2.5 centimeter. So I will place my measuring tape like this, and I will add 2 centimeter right here, and then I will come down to this edge, and I will also add 2 centimeter. So what I'm going to do, I will take my ruler and then I will connect it down. I have connected down. This is how it is. The next thing that you have to do, you take number 2, place it like this, and then take your tape, tape it down, and also measure 2 centimeter and connect it down. I have connected down. This is how it is, and I've also taped number 2 right here. This is how it is. The next thing that you have to do, you repeat the same process for number 3. You tape it down, measure 2 centimeters, connect it down, and then you tape the last one. So I will tape everything together and then come back and show you the next step. I have taped my pattern paper. This is how it is. To make a puff sleeve, which I will put the picture on the screen right now, you have to add a little bit of seam at the top. You can make it 2.5 centimeters. If you're using inches, that is 1 inch. You can make it 3 centimeter, you can make it 5 centimeter. It depends on how puffy you want your sleeve to look once you have done making your sleeve. So what you are going to do, this is the center of the sleeve. So I will place my measuring tape like this. I'm going to take a measurement of 3 centimeters. So 3 centimeters is right here. Once you have taken the measurement, so what you're going to do, you're going to connect from here to this point, and you connect from here to this point. Remember to mark your pattern paper. You know the side of the front, you know the side of the back. So I will take my armhole curve. I'm going to connect them together. So I will place my armhole curve like this. You can see the way I place my armhole curve, and then you go ahead and curve it out. You can see the way I connect the armhole together. You're just going to connect from here and then right here. Then you just trace this other side to that. And then you connect from here to here, and then you trace this other side to the end. So this is how I'm going to connect the back. You also take your armhole curve, you place it like this. You can see the way I place my armhole, and then you just go ahead and start connecting it down like that. Once you did that, you're going to just trace out the rest of the armhole. So you are not just connecting it all the way down, because that would be wrong. So you just connect it to this point, and then you trace out the rest of the armhole. That is, you're using your pattern paper to trace that out. Once you have traced it all out, the next thing that you have to do, trace out the side seam of your pattern and trace out the bottom of your pattern. So I'll go ahead and do that. I have traced out the side seam and at the bottom edge. This is how it is. The next thing that I'm going to do, I will just take my scissors and cut it out. So this is how to make puff sleeve. Let's say you don't want puff sleeve, you just want to gather the sleeve at the top edge. All you have to do, instead of adding 3 centimeters at the sleeve head, you just from here you go ahead and start tracing out your pattern. You don't need this 3 centimeters. You trace your pattern paper from here. You just trace it all the way down, and then you come down to this side, you trace it all the way down. That means the sleeve is not going to be puffy at the end. You're just gathering the sleeve. While at the bottom, you add elastic. So this puff sleeve that we also make, at the bottom, we are going to add elastic at the bottom. For sleeve head is going to be puff. If you want more puffer sleeve at the sleeve head, all you have to do, you have to add more seam allowance. You can add 5 centimeters seam allowance, you can add 4, you can add 6. Depends on the seam allowance that you add at the sleeve head. That is how your sleeve is going to be puffed on the shoulder. So this is how it is right now. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe. Subscribe is free. You are not paying anything when you subscribe. Turn on your notification bell button and select all options. Comment down below if you have any question. Like the video so that YouTube can push us out to the algorithm, so that a lot of people can see our video. And thank you for staying with Helloangel.design. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your like. Thank you all. You are my family, and have a wonderful day. Bye.